Well, it's taken me all night and all morning to get over Unbeatable Kemp's race yesterday. We are on our way. Where are we going? Universal Studios. The gang wants to go to Universal Studios. There's the matriarch, Gail, hiding from the video. And Amy and all the kids heading over to Universal Studios. It's actually a nice day here. I still feel a little itchy. Constantly checking in and trying to make sure everything's going all right. Been very, very happy with the reports I've heard from both Jason's and Eric about the way the 3-year-olds and 2-year-olds have been training, trying to keep up with the racehorses around it. You know, I got a note, same as everybody else did, that Spitfire Overseas got in and drew the 8-hole this week again. It's extremely frustrating to watch this happen. You know, I get a message from a friend of ours, Darcy, a partner of mine, saying, you know, I want to, you know, it'd be nice if Brett left with Spitfire. It's so frustrating to watch him get away last. The problem is Spitfire can't leave. I know everybody sees these quarters where he's up to the quarter in 27 and a piece, but it takes him 50 yards off the gate to get moving. You can't put him up the gate and have him bounce off it. That's just the way that he ran on Brett at the gate, how he made a break on my brother at the gate. He cannot. He has no gate speed. He can get you to the quarter in 27 and a piece. But that first 50 yards is a problem. And when you look left and you're virtually in neutral coming out of the gate, that's just the horse. That's just him. Will he learn to spring off the car? Possibly. I don't see anything stopping him from doing it. But at this point, he doesn't. So it's really hard to look left coming off the car and see 5 or 6 horse heads beside you and you're not out trotting them and continue on. Now he's down in class, so maybe he can flex his muscle a little bit this week. That'll be up to Brett. And I know a lot of people, you know, Brett took some flack for, you know, getting him bottled up the other day. He's just trying to do right by everybody. When you draw 8 or 9, I don't care. Everybody thinks you can overcome and you need to do this and you need to do that. Yes, you can win out of the 8 and 9 hole. It doesn't happen very often for a reason, because it is a tough spot to leave from. And yes, is it unfair that he's left 8 or 9? It seems like every start except for a few. You know how? Yes, it is unfair. But that's just the way it is. There's not much we can do about that. So we're going to play the hand we're dealt again and again and again. And hopefully all those 8s and 9s that we've had will turn the corner and we'll have good luck and draw 2 through 5 for 6 or 7 starts. And that's all we can do. So in regards to Spitfire Overseas, he may very well get away last again this week. I don't know. That'll be up to Brett. And we'll have to, as I said, play the hand we're dealt. So it's frustrating, you know, going in knowing that you got a good horse and he continues to draw bad. We have horses that draw great all the time, and there's no rhyme or reason for it, right? And I know we're going to have people that are going to say, well, it's just, that's obviously somebody's doing something. No, it's just bad. It's the way it is. So we're going to deal with that. I was happy with both the starters last night. You know, I said to Jason, it's frustrating. He finished 6th in a maiden, trotting 2 minutes in a piece. A month ago, he would have destroyed the maiden. No Chance in Hill, I'm talking about, would have destroyed the maiden in 2 minutes and 4/5. You know, that's a good mile for a young trotter on a half-mile track. And for those of you who said, well, Northfield is not the speedway it used to be. If they don't do something about the configuration of Northfield Park, there will never, ever, and I will bet any one of my toes or fingers on it, there will never be another track record broken at Northfield Park. I don't care if they go slow. I don't care. But it is not the, you know, home of the flying turns. Those turns flew away. They're gone. There's no more flying turns there. So 2 minutes and 4/5 for No Chance in Hills. Probably a mile 58 at Mohawk. I thought the horse raced well. I did. I thought he raced well, and I was happy with the way he looked. He does. I did pay him into the Nommers of 2 series coming up at Miami Valley. So there's options. He looked very mature. Jason did a tremendous job with both those horses last night. I was on pins and needles a little bit with O'Snapio. You know, he had the gentleman that got out in front of him at long odds and walked in his face. If he sits in the 2-hole, you know, does he give that horse a run for his money? Maybe not, but he's close. She raced well. Get away 3rd, first over, clear to the end of the 2-hole, and try and chase down the leader down the lane. A good mile. A good mile for her again. So very happy with the way Jason drove the horses. Very happy with the way they raced. Unfortunately, you know, we saw Unbeatable Kemp yesterday. I talked to Ronnie a bit about that, and he felt bad about it. But I told him, I said, hey, don't beat yourself up over it. He's fooled almost every driver that's ever driven him, right? Sylvain, how many times did Sylvain put him on the front? Addie Bear. How many times did Sylvain put him on the front and have him walk? A ton. James also, he puts you in that spot because when you land on the front with him, he's grabbing a hold of you. You just swear. You would bet as much as you could that this horse would race well, and then you come out of the turn and he just doesn't. He's never had that eye of the tiger. If you cover him up, he'll attack, but he won't fight on the front end the same way. That's just him. So we'll look for a better start from him next week. I'll be back next week, and I'm sure, as I said to Ronnie, covered up with his trip, he's an infinitely better horse than the horses he's in with right now. But if you want the great equalizer, you just go ahead and put him right at the front end. He'll race like an inferior horse in that regard. So overall, not surprised with what happened with Kemp, but we'll try and rectify that next week. Very impressed with what I saw from Oh Snap You and No Chance in Hill. Great drives, I said, from Jason Merriman. And now today we have, who do we have? We have the horses at Yonkers. Excited to see Texsong Soprano again. Mark is driving them both tonight, my brother. So we have Delicious Stone, who's going to be a little bit short, I think. Texsong Soprano, who is not. He's been racing really, really well, so good luck to everybody in that regard. And then tonight, I think we have somebody at Mohawk tonight too, don't we? Okay. Thursday night. Yes. Hallie in the Clouds makes her first lifetime start. So I had a great conversation with one of our clients briefly this morning. They'd asked if we're looking to buy more horses, and I said yes, we're always looking to acquire, but we quietly have a ton of 3-year-olds getting ready to start, either come back as non-winners of 2, 3, or make first lifetime starts like Hallie in the Clouds, or like Oh Snap You, or Chance last week. So we have a number of those horses coming. Oh Snap You is not far away. Wallop is not far away. Steel Cowboy is not far away. A couple of those horses are paid into series down south also. So over the next 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to see an entire boatload of horses start to qualify and get ready to go. And that is the one thing that keeps my sanity through staking season, is seeing all our sophomores get ready to go. So with that, it is a sunny day here. I'm not a big fan of Disney or Universal Studios. I don't like the giant crowds. But you know what? It's all about the Rugrats in the back. Granny wanted to go see. What do you want to see? Harry Potter. And Amy wanted to also. So it should be a fun day here. It'll be nice to get back at it next week. But for right now, I'm going to try and soak up a little sun, take it easy, and I guess see Harry Potter myself. So with that, I'll let you go. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I will talk to you all, probably not tonight, but definitely tomorrow morning.